This is a very small reel-to-reel player made by Lloyd's, probably from the mid-60s. And this was at a garage sale. They just wanted $1 for it. They didn't think it worked. Well, I took it apart and cleaned it up, and it did work just fine. And made a demonstration video for it. And had a lady yesterday asking me about, she was worried about it being shipped in the mail, and I assured her of my packing prowess, and she went ahead and bought it for $50. My mind was preoccupied in how I was going to pack this television set, and I forgot to make a video of it. But this is a Magnavox portable black and white 13-inch screen. These are just one of these things I find at a garage sale, and I'm able to get a picture on it because I have a modulator in my home that broadcasts off my Chromecast to any TV in the house with an antenna. And I was able to get $125 for this 13-inch Magnavox black and white. This is a lot of 30 used TDK cassette tapes, 90s and 60 minutes, a couple of different styles. They all have music recorded on them, but none of the labels have been printed on, or the J cards either. And I was able to sell this lot of 30 tapes for $45. This is a Lane cabinet, and I had this in my house for a while, but finally put it up on Facebook Marketplace, and it sold within about a month for $500. It's in really great shape, has this nice woven front to it. This is a Panasonic boombox, AM/FM stereo radio and cassette player. I got this at a online auction. I usually don't win these boomboxes. Must have been no competition that night, and so I got it, I believe I got it for less than $15. And of course, you're always taking the risk that the cassette player doesn't work, but this one worked just fine. All the controls needed a little cleanup, and it worked just fine. I made a video, and it sold for $185. This is an old Sears adding machine that, actually this is the second one I've bought and sold. I love this burnt orange color, and of course the mod shape of it. It actually does work. I want to do some vintage computations, and I think both times I found these for like $2 or $4, and this one sold for $50. This is a leather-bound Zondervan study Bible. I picked this up at a garage sale because it was just like $1. And unfortunately, as I was paying for it, I watched them pull the tape off and left those marks on the nice leather binding there. But it's not been written in or anything, and fortunately for me, my girlfriend was with me, and she is a pastor, so she was able to tell me a little bit about it, and it didn't take real long to sell, maybe a month or two, and it sold for $18. Well, these are a couple of window stickers, I guess an outside one and one you stick on the inside of a window for the NRA, and also a Sporting Arms of the World Interarms embroidered patch. I've had these for probably 4 or 5 years at least, and they finally sold for $9. Another lot of used cassette tapes. These are Maxell from the 70s, and there's 120s, 90s, and 60s in here. They've all been recorded on once, but all the J cards and labels are clean, no ink on them. And these sold rather quickly. I put them up yesterday, and they sold, well, overnight for $50. There's 26 of them in here. Well, this is a little portable transistor AM radio made by Heathkit. I believe this was factory made and somebody didn't put it together, but I can't be sure. It does work, but I think this one needs... No, this one does work just fine. I was thinking of another one. It's in pretty good shape, and I bought this at an online auction for just a few dollars. Actually, I got a bunch of radios at the time, sold a few already. And this one sold on Bonanza. I seem to get a sale on Bonanza about once a month, and this one for $90. This is another Starburst clock that I actually customized. It was a cheapo clock that I bought at Cracker Barrel for $30. I bought 3 of them at the time and have customized them all, and now they've all sold. This one I put a new face on it, and then I bought these wooden balls, drilled holes, where I was able to attach them to those spokes and then stained them. And this one sold for $200 on Facebook Marketplace. This is a late 70s, early 80s Marantz stereo receiver that I think I just picked it up along with some other equipment. When I tested it, the lights came on, but I got no sound out of it. So I'm just listing it for parts or repair, and it went for $40. This is called a Zenith Wedge stereo system. I found somebody was giving away a table, and it had the 2 of these tulip stands. They're very heavy duty metal stainless steel stands, and so I decided to sell it with one of those. And I did have to do a regular service work on the stereo itself, but it came out nice. And this one's got an 8-track recorder as well as a record player and radio and the 2 speakers. And I put it up on Facebook Marketplace. It did take a couple of months to sell, but I was able to get $600 for it. Another amplifier from the 80s. This is a Sansui A3100. I picked this up with a number of other amplifiers and record players a few months ago, and it just needed good cleaning. Some of the controls needed some cleaning, and this is just a power amp. It's not a actually it's a integrated amp, no tuner, but it does have a preamp for record players and stuff. And I was able to sell this in about a month and a half for $175. Well, this is a vintage cigarette lighter. You don't see these in cars anymore, of course, but back in the 70s up until probably the 80s, these were quite common, and they bring pretty good money. This is out of a Ford, and it sold for $30. This is a vintage Setchel Carlson black and white TV. I picked it up a few years ago. It didn't have a cord on it, and when I finally got it home, I found that it didn't work. And I kept it as a display for quite some time, put it on this stand, and put it up on Facebook Marketplace a couple of weeks ago, and somebody came along and bought it for actually they only paid $100 for it. I had advertised it with the antenna. They didn't want the antenna, just the stand and the TV. So I gave it to them for $100. I put this stereo system up with the record player, the Ward's Airline receiver, and these 2 speakers for $250. And finally, somebody wanted just the turntable. And so I did have it up for sale for $250, but I agreed to sell just the turntable by itself for $150. And now I have the just the receiver part up for sale on both eBay and Facebook Marketplace. I think I have it up for like $160, so should come out quite well on that. Well, this is a vintage adapter for a Sanyo reel-to-reel recorder. It's kind of specialized just for that. I've had it for probably since 2015, and I knew it might take a while, but boy, this has been a long time. Finally got a $35 offer for it. It is brand new, obviously. And I did see, yeah, the original price on this was, let's see, $3.95. Nice to see that the investment went up. Again, this sold for $35.